3 million pages of documents, 18,000 images, 2,000 videos. What you are looking at right now is the largest and most explosive document release in modern American history. The Jeffrey Epstein files. Released by the United States Department of Justice, shaking governments, toppling powerful figures, opening investigations in at least 10 countries around the world, and leaving millions of ordinary Americans desperately searching for the truth about what was really going on behind closed doors at the highest levels of power. But here is what nobody is talking about. In the middle of all of this, in the middle of the most important document release of our lifetime, something deeply alarming is happening, and it is happening right now, on your phone, on your social media feed, in the messages being forwarded to you by people you trust. Fake documents are going viral. You heard it absolutely right. Fake emails, fake images, fabricated evidence, carefully designed to look exactly like it came from the official DOJ release. And according to BBC Verify, one of the most respected fact-checking and media verification organizations in the world, some of these fake files have already racked up millions of views. Millions, before a single person stopped to ask, is this actually real? Look at this. Fake emails falsely claiming to be from some of the most powerful and recognizable names in the world are circulating right now across every major social media platform. Fake images of public figures are being shared as though they are part of the official release. And the people sharing them, your neighbors, your family members, your colleagues, have absolutely no idea they are spreading a lie. Now here is what will shock you even further. This is not an accident. This is not confusion. This is deliberate. Bad actors, people who want to mislead, manipulate, and deceive, have looked at the biggest news story in the world right now, and they have seen an opportunity. Because they know that people are angry. They know that people are desperate for accountability. They know that people will believe almost anything about the powerful figures named in these files, and they are using that anger, that desperation, to flood the internet with fabricated documents that ordinary Americans cannot tell apart from the real ones. And the consequences of that, as you will see in this video, are far more serious and far more dangerous than most people realize. The details I am about to share with you will shock you, and more importantly, they will protect you. They will make sure that you never share a fake Epstein document again. They will make sure that you always know the difference between what is real and what is a carefully constructed lie. But before I get into all of it, all I need is just a small favor from you. It takes 2 seconds. Please hit that like button on this video right now, because this information needs to reach every single American who is following this story. There are millions of people out there who do not know what you are about to know. Let's make sure they find out. So without any further delay, let's get straight into the details right away. So let's put this into perspective right away, because you need to understand exactly why this moment is unlike anything we have ever seen before in American history. 3.5 million pages of documents were released by the United States Department of Justice. Not a leak, not a rumor, an official government release. And what is inside those pages is shaking the entire world to its foundation. Investigations are now underway in at least 10 countries. You heard it absolutely right, 10 countries. From Washington to Westminster, from Norway to Australia. This is not just an American story. This is a global reckoning. Look at this. In the UK, a sitting prime minister is fighting for his political life because of what these documents revealed about the people he chose to trust. A senior British political figure has been removed from the House of Lords. Police have searched properties. Arrests could be coming. In America, Congress, the only institution currently conducting any investigation, is preparing to question the only convicted person in this entire case, and the Clintons, who refused to cooperate for months, are now compelled to give evidence under the threat of contempt proceedings and potential jail. And at the heart of all of this, at the very center of this earthquake, are the survivors, real people, real victims who spent years fighting for these files to be released, who are now finally getting answers, and who are also, devastatingly, being re-traumatized by what they are finding. This is the most consequential document release of the decade. And that is exactly, precisely, why it has become the perfect hunting ground for misinformation. So let's get into exactly what is happening right now, because this is where things get very specific and very alarming. BBC Verify, one of the most respected fact-checking and media verification organizations in the world, has officially confirmed that fake documents are actively circulating across social media platforms right now. fabricated files, deliberate lies, dressed up to look exactly like they came from the official DOJ release. And here is what they look like. First, fake emails. Emails falsely claiming to be from Elon Musk, carefully worded, professionally formatted, designed to look authentic. These emails do not exist in the real DOJ release. They were created by someone who wanted the world to believe something that is simply not true. And yet millions of people have already shared them. Millions, believing with absolute certainty that what they were sharing was real. Second, fake images. Fabricated photographs falsely claiming to show prominent public figures in compromising situations. Images that have never been part of any official document release, but images that are spreading across every major platform right now at a frightening speed. Third, fabricated documents. Files constructed to mimic the style, language, and formatting of the real DOJ release, designed specifically to fool ordinary Americans who have no reason to doubt what they are seeing. Now, look at this. BBC Verify has also confirmed fake images falsely claiming to show the New York mayor circulating with millions of views. You need to understand something very clearly. Every single one of these fake files has one purpose: to manipulate you, to use your outrage, to use your hunger for truth against you. And that is exactly what we are talking about next.
So now you need to ask yourself a very important question. Why do millions of smart, ordinary Americans share fake documents without stopping to verify them first? And the answer is simple, but it is also deeply unsettling. People are angry. You need to understand that the Epstein files have confirmed what millions of Americans already suspected, that the rich and the powerful play by a completely different set of rules, that ordinary people suffer consequences while billionaires, royals, and politicians walk free, that the system, the very system that is supposed to protect everyone equally, has been protecting the wrong people for decades. And when people are that angry, when people are that desperate for accountability, they will believe almost anything that confirms what they already feel in their gut. That is not weakness. That is human nature, and bad actors know it. They are counting on it. Look at this. It is exactly the same psychology that IRS scammers use when they target Americans who are desperate for that $2,000 stimulus check. They do not create the desperation. The desperation already exists. They simply walk into it. They find the open wound, and they use it. Fake Epstein document creators are doing the identical thing. They are not creating your anger. Your anger is legitimate. Your desire for justice is legitimate, but they are weaponizing it. They are turning your hunger for truth into a tool that serves their agenda, whether that agenda is to mislead, to protect powerful people, or simply to generate clicks and views. And here's what makes this even more dangerous. The faster your emotions are running, the less likely you are to stop and ask, is this actually real? So now we get to the part that every single American following this story needs to hear. Because knowing fake documents exist is one thing. Being able to spot them yourself, instantly, confidently, every single time, is something completely different. And that is exactly what I am going to give you right now. Red flag number 1. It did not come from the official source. The only legitimate source for real Epstein documents is the United States Department of Justice at justice.gov. If a document, image, or video cannot be traced directly back to that official release, it is not verified. Full stop. Red flag number 2. No established news organization has reported it. BBC Verify, Reuters, Associated Press. These organizations have teams of journalists and data scientists combing through every single file. If a shocking document has not been reported by any major verified news outlet, ask yourself why. Real revelations get covered. Fabrications get shared on social media. Red flag number 3. The metadata does not match. Real documents have creation dates, file properties, and digital fingerprints. Fake documents frequently show metadata that simply does not align with the timeline of the real DOJ release. If the document was created last Tuesday and the files were released last Friday, something is very wrong. Red flag number 4. Cross-reference with BBC Verify. BBC Verify has been working around the clock specifically to flag fake files circulating online. Before you share anything, check bbc.com/verify first. It takes 30 seconds. It could save you from spreading a damaging lie to thousands of people. Red flag number 5. Look for signs of image manipulation. Blurred edges around faces, inconsistent lighting, text that does not align naturally within a document. These are the fingerprints of fabrication. Trust what your eyes are telling you. So now we need to talk about something that goes far deeper than misinformation. Because a number of people watching this video might think, what is the real harm? They're just fake documents on the internet. People will figure it out eventually, right? Wrong, and I need you to understand why. Meet Marina. She was 14 years old when Jeffrey Epstein entered her life. He exploited her for 3 years, and when the real DOJ files were released, she discovered things about her own abuse that she had never known before. Things she had to find out on a Friday afternoon by reading a government document on the internet. She described it as heartbreaking, draining, overwhelming. Now imagine being Marina, and on top of everything you're already processing, on top of the trauma that has been ripped wide open all over again, you're watching the internet flood with fake documents, fake evidence, fabricated lies dressed up as truth, muddying the waters of the very investigation that survivors like her have spent years fighting to make happen. You need to understand what fake documents are actually doing. They are giving powerful people, lawyers, publicists, and their clients a very convenient weapon. The moment fake files go viral, every piece of real evidence becomes easier to dismiss. Every legitimate revelation becomes easier to call into question. Every survivor's story becomes easier to bury under a mountain of manufactured doubt. The fake files are not harmless entertainment. They are not just confused people sharing things they don't understand. They are an active attack on justice, on accountability, on the survivors who, as Ashley said, did not choose this fight, but have no choice but to keep fighting. And that's why what you do next matters more than you might think. So now you know the truth. You know the scale of the real Epstein files. You know what fake documents are circulating. You know why they spread. You know how to spot them. And you know the very real damage they are doing to survivors and to justice itself. But knowing is only the beginning, because right now, today, there are concrete actions you can take, and I am going to give them to you simply and clearly. Step 1. Go to the real source. The only legitimate home for the real Epstein files is justice.gov. That's where the real files live. That's the only place you should be accessing them from. Anywhere else, treat with extreme caution. Step 2. Trust verified organizations only. BBC Verify, Reuters, Associated Press. These organizations have teams of journalists and data scientists combing through every single file. If a shocking document has not been reported by any major verified news outlet, ask yourself why. Real revelations get covered, fabrications get shared on social media. Step 3. Report fake files immediately. If you encounter a fake Epstein document on social media, report it directly to the platform. Every report matters. Every takedown protects the next person who would have believed it. Step 4. Share this video right now. This is perhaps the most important step of all, because there are millions of Americans following this story who do not know what you now know. Your parents, your friends, your community. One share from you today could stop someone from spreading a dangerous lie tomorrow. Now, if this video opened your eyes, write in the comments right now, I will share only verified files, because if you do nothing, nothing changes. Please hit the like button. Please share this video. The survivors deserve truth, not fabrication. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself and take care of each other.